Welcome to another STAEDTLER art session with Riaan. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or use the chat box during the live session. Let's start drawing the only bug with wheels.
In this session, Riaan will be using the STAEDTLER Lumograph pencils and the STAEDTLER pigment liners. Drawing the car in perspective. Cars can be rather complex objects, but if we break it down into simplified objects, it will be easier to draw. Imagine that someone is building a big frame around the car you are drawing. You will need to keep perspective in mind, meaning that the back will appear smaller than the front. Let's cut this box shape where the windows meet the lower part of the car. Then divide the box where the front window meets the bonnet. Let us shade this cube to make the sides more clear. You don't need to draw the box on your reference image, but it does help to get you drawing more accurately. Slicing the car in perspective. In 3D art, they use coordinates to determine the placement of an object or points on the objects in space. The points are called vectors, and there are 3 vectors. X is the line that goes from left to right, Y is the line that goes from the front to the back, and Z is the line that goes from bottom to top. We are going to slice the car up on each of these axis lines. Try to trace the contours of the car or object as closely as possible. This will help you to see the shape of the car better. Here we are drawing the y-axis, going from the front to the back. Now it's time to draw the Z-axis slices. You can print 3 cars to draw the contour lines, or you can draw them all onto one printed version of the car. You will see that using these lines as a guide will make your life so much easier. You can use STAEDTLER's Lumograph pencils to do the preliminary drawing. Make sure you add as much detail as you like and correct any mistakes before we move on towards the pen. Use a kneaded eraser to remove mistakes or excessive line work. An elastic eraser tends to smudge. However, a kneaded eraser hardly smudges at all. Let's start finishing off the car using STAEDTLER's pigment liners. Use your whole arm to draw and not just your wrist. You can use your wrist for very small detail, but for long lines it is best to use your whole arm. Don't worry about a few stray lines. We are going to add so many that a few tiny mistakes will become invisible later on. Take your time and enjoy the process of adding detail. At this point, we have finished most of the outlining. Now it is time to start shading our car. Pens are ideal for hatching, so start drawing the lines where it needs to be darker and cross-hatching where it needs to be even darker. Use thicker pens for the darkest areas and thin pens for the lighter areas.
Remember, you can use STAEDTLER's Tri Plus ballpoint pens too for the drawing. You may even want to draw your car in color. Continue adding more and more shading until your car looks perfect to you. We hope you had lots of fun drawing with us today and that this will inspire you to draw many more cars and other complex shapes.